Hey up everyone, Yorkshire Panda back again on Enigmatica 6, and yeah, today I think what I'm going to do is quickly figure out where there it is. There are quite a few things I do want to get blood magic properly automated. And so we've decided this episode is going to be dedicated to getting this ritual done. So I'm just picking up all the spawner stuffs, picking up this. And this is probably going to be where the ritual's going to be. But we're going to have to get that far down. So, blood magic. Let's get our blood magic book. Go to the rituals tab, list of rituals, and we want the Well of Suffering. So, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9. So we've got, what is it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That is about 7, so we need to get this a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And not that high. So yeah, I might have to sink it into the ground a little bit. I'm going to put a roof on it as well. But yeah, first job, let's dig this into a 9 by 9. And there we go. 9 by 9, dug it one down, but let's go one more just for good measure. There we go. Fill that in there. We'll get it sorted so that it's going to have proper walls and everything, but for now let's just do that and give ourselves a step. Now I could make this altar a little bigger, but to be honest this altar is purely going to be getting the blood, going up here and having this as a bit of a middle ground so that I can store it, process it, and do all the auto crafting upstairs as well, which I've got an idea for, but I need to try the theory before I implement it. So let's get back to here. We need a ritual diviner dusk, and we need this. So if we were to visualize this, and yeah, this is the central point, isn't it? Yep. So I don't want it to be right on the ground. I mean, if I did do that and looked, yeah, it's a little bit set in the ground. So I do think I'd want that up one more level. Let's just grab a bit of marble or something. So visualize it again and put it there. Excellent. So how many does it take? That requires 36 runes, and upstairs we have 20 ritual stones. So we need a bunch more of these. Is it the imbued? No. Reinforced, not imbued. Which are here. So that. Let's craft some of these. So we need 36 dollars. So 1, 24, 28, 32, 36. One more. Because then we need to also create the Master Ritual Stone. Now, I wondered how it worked, and I figured it out like now. But you get the room that you want to build. So at this point we want it to build this Well of Suffering. We pop the control, the Master Ritual Stone there. Shift right click, you can cycle through the different rituals. So we want the ritual, the Well of Suffering. And what you do is you just right click on the Master Ritual Stone. And it beautifully places not only the ritual stones in place, but marks them with all the relevant bits as well. So what we need is our activation stone, which is there. Now, here's the thing. If we were to click this, you are too weak to perform this ritual. Let's pop you there as well. So this activation stone's not going to work on this ritual. So get back over here. We need a different activation crystal. Namely, probably the awakened one. So let's go back to information about rituals, activation crystals. Not yet implemented. So this should work then. There is one way to tell. I've got my empty soul gems here. Let's grab a zombie. I can see a zombie villager on the map up here. Where are you? There you are. Hello. So the Well of Suffering, what this should do, if I plop a zombie here, underneath, no, too weak to perform the ritual. Let's go back with it. Well of Suffering. Put a blood orb in the altar. Oh, wait. I think what I'm missing. Pop you. And then we get you. And then so let's break that. Get you. Ting. All good. We feel a push, but are too weak to perform this ritual. What is stopping me? Possibility to put a blood orb in the altar, maybe when a few runs sacrifice good mention, you never have to worry about helping you. So it's not the altar here. The nearby altar should be here. Unless it does require this to be a lot closer. Should it be nearby? That should be more than close enough. At tier 3, only the weak crystal is available. Master Ritual Stone. There's the redstone automation for it, which we have got. Have I got enough blood in my blood network? Is that what I'm missing? Let's have a look. 18,500, so there is quite a lot there. Virtual file, which is 2 divided for your current for now we do. Are you telling me I've done all this and it's still not properly working yet? That is mildly infuriating to say the least. That's I just need lots of blood in this network, and I don't want to have to sit here smacking with the skeletons for it. I have got one thing to check. Back in a minute. Well, I figured it out. I need enough life points in my network. So that means filling up a master orb. So back to the good old fashioned smacking skeletons for a little bit. Right, so I've been smacking for a little bit. I'm at 64,000 LP. So I'd like to get a bit higher, like close to. I mean, now this is actually, whoa, spawning at full speed. This is getting a lot quicker. So if I get to 100,000, I'll switch the spawner off, activate the ritual, turn the spawner back on, and try and block the area back off again. So what are we at now? 96. I'll tell you what, switch off. So 100,000 LP and a metric ton of loot. Let's dump those in there, throw those in there, throw those in there, throw those in there. Right, let's see if this actually plays now. So 111,000 in. If I hit this, a rush of energy throws through. So that cost about 40,000 LP. Right. If I was to switch this back on and quickly. There we go. Blocked off. These, I would have hoped, would all be taking damage. Alas, they are not. Right, so in you come. Let's get rid of you all. That spawner on full speed is ridiculous. I mean, look how many that spawned in that short amount of time. Oh, you sneaky devils. Little stragglers just sat there. So, let's get rid of you. Oh, another one. Go away. So let's get rid of those. Right. So I mean, the ritual is active. Does it need a redstone? Tinkerer, let's have a look. What are you at? Information. So, puts LP into a nearby blood altar, so that is working. Set will conserve, doesn't use demon will. Define the area. Receive damage over time. So, we want it to be everything from this point to this point. Area successfully set. There we go. Now, let's try this again, shall we? So if we were to just put the wall here, switch you on. They are not taking damage. Switch you off. Come on, in you come. Time for the sacrifice. Right, is it just that these are a bad choice of enemy to pick from? Because that very well could be the case. Don't want these here. So really, we could do with... I did get told passive mobs are really good, hence I was trying to get the spawn stuff with the cows up there, but that was... yeah, I made a complete mess of that. And then the pen in which I was using got destroyed when I tried to fight a couple of withers, and they just blew it up and killed half the cows. So, yeah, that got done. We do have pig here. Let me see if this works. So, nope. Come on. There we go. In you go. In you go. In you go. In you go. Pig. Come on. It should be active. Pig is taking no damage. It doesn't have to be an altar on here, does it? Now. It just has to be... Do I need to link it to this? Oh, stop it, you. No. So alter. So let me do that. Let me just get the Tinkerer thing back. Here you go. Do I need to click on here? Altar. This defines the area the ritual search for a blood altar. So we want you to look like too far. Range of 15 blocks of a horizontal 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So dirt to there. So that's damage. Alter. Right, so 1 and 2. Range successfully set. Aha! Right. So now it knows the altar it needs to go into. So when it kills, it can kill into the right altar. The only problem I have is it's not doing its job. No, I don't want that. So this is the area where it's supposed to work. Information mode. LP to nearby blood altar, so that's there. And this doesn't use demon well. So why are you not working? This is just plain infuriating now. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Everything is right. That's the altar. It's set the range. But it's not killing things. So when I switch this on, turn it on for a sec, let that build up and pump out a couple of... Oh no, not going to pump anything out because I've got the spawner coin in my pocket. So it's nothing to do with the enemies that are spawning, because these are perfectly fine. It's just not causing any damage to the things that are in the altar, which defeats the whole object. And it can't be the redstone from that's affecting it, because there's a block gap between them. Oh, do you know what? If that is the only reason it's not worked, I am going to cry. Oh, you... Okay. So I'm in Egypt. Oh, messing around with redstone controls, and I forgot I'd put that underneath. That is just plain dumb. So redstone signal on stops the ritual. So if I was to put that back and switch you on, they're all taking damage. I mean, the problem I've picked, the wither skeletons, which take quite a while to die. So I am going to swap the spawner out, but as these start dying, oh wow, that's full already. That's filling faster than I can actually pull out. Where's my other orbs? So there we go. We'll keep the big one up there. And we'll pop this one in here. That is exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh dear, that's like 20 minutes of me running around trying to figure this out and being an absolute idiot. But we have automatic life points in the blood altar, which is going to make automation so much easier. And even though this is an absurd amount of things to be spawning at once, switch it off for a little bit, because that's yeah, get mental. Okay, right, so happy now. What I could do with doing is swapping the wither skeleton spawner out for something that's going to be a lot easier to kill. So things like pigs, cows, sheep, chickens. And I have got a plan for that. So in here, I've got this Machete of Latent Magic, Vorpal Enchantment, Cavalier Instigating. Pretty good sword. Nowhere near as powerful. I mean, that does what? 8 attack damage with 3.5 cold. That does about 11.5 attack damage plus 30%. Yeah. And that's got Honing available as well, so that'll probably boost up a little bit more. But there is a single enchantment in here that I want to find. And it's not going to let me look for it that way, is it? Let's find it this way then. And it is one that I managed to find a level 5 enchantment of as well, which is absurd. I'm going to take that one just in case we can't find it. Because I really need to go. There it is. Capturing enchantment. So let's throw that on here. And we've capturing level 5. Let's go down here as well. Let me get my Silk Touch pickaxe. Where are you? There you are. And let's grab one of these. So what have we got? We've got Wither. Got a couple of Wither skeleton ones. We don't need any more. So that gave us a spawner. Because of the Silk Touch enchantment, we're able to pick it right up off the floor. So let's quickly shoot back over here. Throw some of these away. And that can go in there. The rest of these can just go into my storage system. There we go. So what the capturing enchantment does is you have a chance of dropping a spawn egg when killing an enemy. Now the chance of dropping it is really low. It's something like 1% with the level 1 enchantment. Gets significantly better as you get them as you get the better enchantments, and with this being level 5 should mean we've got a rather good chance of getting a spawn egg when killing enemies. Now kill some of these. Let's kill that. The Vorpal enchantment as well gives us a chance of getting heads, which, when I'm not being blown up by withers creepers that I can't see, useful for a couple of buildings, but we're going to need mainly for decoration. But let us go over here and see if I can get a chicken spawn egg. Or a pig. Or a cow. Or a sheep. So really, we're just running around killing as many innocent animals as we can lay our hands on. And if I go over here, I think there's loads of chickens over here. There we go. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, Uriel the spider. Don't take gold, although we may pinch the magics off of that one. That can also go away. But yeah, I shall be back in a mo once I've managed to get at least one of these spawn eggs that we're after. Oh, I say that and immediately get one. Snail spawn egg. Capture enchantment. This is chance to spawn the drop spawn to plus 0.4. So that's it. 1 in every 400 to begin with, and then 1 in every 50 by the time it's fully upgraded. So not easy to actually find. But what we want, because I don't want the snail one, we want something like a pig or a chicken or a cow. I mean, the cow would be nice because you can always reuse the meat, but yeah, we could be here for a while doing this, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, we've got ourselves a pig spawn egg. Try that again. We've got ourselves a pig spawn egg. So, was a successful trip. Would have liked the chicken one because the chickens are easier to kill, but a pig will do. So, what I'm going to do is we could create a spawner using Enigmatica by absorbing certain enemies, putting them into an empty spawner core. Chicken wise, probably not too difficult to do if we set up just a full-blown chicken feeder and breeder. We could probably do that quite easily. But I want to show off this as well because this is another way of making spawners. Although I'm going to kill a couple of these in the hopes that they do drop one, because turkeys, get some good food from these things, and raccoons, we don't need anything from these. Oh, no, not like anything there, so let's get back home. So, what I want to do, let's get over here and let's land here. Let's dump a few of these. Yeah, probably going to have to go in and organise and get all the food out and put it in my kitchen, but I'll do that later. We'll get our Enigmatica stuff. So I need a few of those speed upgrades. I'm going to need some more, but we haven't got the lubricant, so we'll just make do. We're not going to use the advanced one. We're going to see if can we make another one of these. We can eventually. Still haven't got as far as sorting myself out all RF powered Enigmatica yet, but we'll get there. Just need to. Have I not built a blast furnace? Have I not built a normal? That just turned it into a completely different recipe, didn't it? And I didn't realise. Right, there we go. Blast furnace, Enigmatica. We want our vacuum pump, some cabling, our spawn extractor, a spawner, our egg, they can go on this side, and then we're going to need that's pretty much it, is it really? I thought that's an endermite. Well, we'll leave that one. So, if we were to put this spawner down with a skeleton spawner, in fact, let's get some torches quickly so they don't spawn all over me. Oh, I know what's causing all the noise. I was thinking, this is getting noisy. What's causing all of that? Yeah, it's this. Yeah. I had a lot of I was charging up all the Enigmatica armour and I forgot to check up on it. My bad. But yeah, I am going to fix all this eventually. For now though, let's just get back over here. So, this with the skeleton spawner, what you can do is right click the spawner with one of these spawn eggs. That spawner now spawns pigs. That is a pig spawner. So if we were to attach this is where I realised I've forgotten how to do this again. And that's there. Want that to go there. Is that right? Yeah, it is. And we need power. There we go. One of these. That's pumping power through. Let's just dump some of these in quickly. And that was way too quick. We need to make another one of those quickly. That was a whoops. So this doesn't want to go above 5 bars. Right, so let's keep an eye on this. Speed it up. I've done this wrong again, haven't I? Oh dear, so don't attach it to that. There we go. Get out of the way, pig. Get this up to 5 bars and pull that out. That is creating the negative pressure, which is getting that. So, like before, compressor turns the vacuum pump into negative pressure, which then pulls out of the spawner. So if we were to put some of these in here, a couple more of these back in here. Oh, that seems to have leveled out perfectly. Slightly going down, but this is working beautifully. So this is now at -1. Like normal, it just starts spawning things like mad. Which... oh, and it blew up. It blew up before it worked. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I should have been paying attention. Get another one of you. We need another rotor turbine, which means we need 3 of these. Right. Shut up, you. Shut up, you. Okay, back in a moment once I've not made a complete pig zero of this. Right, here we go. I've gone and quickly made a pressure gauge modulator. So, like the ones downstairs, pressure gauge at tube module, outputs redstone depending on the pressure. That gets read by the redstone module, which, as long as that is, as long as the resistance to being sent out is higher than 8, this will kick out. This will stop sending the redstone signal to this, which is currently on enable on high. So now this should be working fine, and the pressure should stay around the 4.5 bar mark. Assuming I made a complete mess of this as well, which, given my recent success rate, probably a good shout that I've made a mess of it as well. No, it looks like it's working, because these spawners are going mad again. The one thing I've noticed when I was killing a few of these pigs is they're dropping enchanted armour, and they themselves are, some of them, quite heavily armoured. But a pig has 10 hearts of health, which should make it a lot easier for the well of suffering over there. But yeah, some really good enchanted equipment being dropped by these as well. But for now, we just want to get rid. That's this. Yeah, hanging out at 4.5 bar. This is at -1. This is going absolutely insane. So, I mean, I'm getting coal for killing these now. Oh, I think I know why, because it's, although it's spawning pigs, they're equipped like the wither skeletons were that were being spawned from it. That's quite funky. I got myself another pig spawn egg. I mean, you saw how many pigs I killed there, and I killed another load as well. And I've only got 1 egg. So they are really rare, even with the level 5 enchantment. But we can get more. We can do better with things down there as well. Here we go. Right, I'm going to leave this set up here for a minute. I mean, this is all going to get moved to Pandora soon anyway. But if I go down here and swap out the spawner core in here for a egg spawner core, a pig spawner core, I will get English right eventually. Put you back there, turn you on. Yeah, what's he doing? About 13%. And then, okay, let's fill this in properly. There we go. That is filling up quite nicely. Get at you. That is filling up so nicely, in fact. It's filling up faster than this can actually keep up. So what I could end up doing... Go at you. Yeah, what I might do is get the vacuum hopper back down here. Collecting some of this raw pork chops so that I can send them over to the kitchen to make food with them. Because going back to having its own separate food backpack, because this one's getting pretty full. But I'm going to empty this out, upgrade this diamond, and go back to combining. But yeah, that's now filling these up quite nicely. So what I could do is get rid of some of these speed upgrades, speed runes, even some of these capacity ones as well. Given how many spawns, I could probably get rid of all the runes of sacrificing as well. Just replace them all with displacement runes that'll just empty that as quickly as we can, and then put a couple of rings of displacement runes up here as well, so this can take in as much. We've got quite a lot of speed runes. We've got the odd capacity runes, self-sacrifice runes, which we'll get rid of because we'll not need to that anymore. We've only got 3 up here, so we may end up getting a full side of displacement runes, or even just this entire bottom ring, and then speed ones on this ring, capacity on here, with a couple more dotted around, but that should make this really powerful. Really good for automation and for other things. We've got our little crystal things here, so we can augment some of his weapons. Might even go as far as doing the ritual of crushing and the ritual of magnetism, so we can get our automated ore miner, especially for diamonds and emeralds, because they're the biggies. But yeah, this is a successful build. The next thing we need to do is get integrated dynamics in here to automate all this. But for now, we need to make a lot more of these displacement runes, which is a lot of what's the displacement runes? Is it imbued? Imbued slates. Which, have I got any? This, I'll show you this, and then I'm going to have to call it because we're running out of time. My automated function here is so simple. On this side, I've got an output filter. I just tell this to only output imbued slates. And then on this side, what I do is we take a load of, let's say, cobble, because we've got plenty here. So about 9 stacks of imbued slates should be fine. This, take the magician's orb out. That says only put in one at a time, so it pulls out 1 cobblestone, goes into here. This works its magic. That cobblestone will get turned into a blank slate, then it reinforced and then imbued slate. And then as soon as it hits imbued, it'll be pulled out, the next one will come in. Now, speed upgrades do improve this process. At the minute, this doesn't seem to be doing much. It is a complete rune here. Now that I've told you how this all works, it's now not going to work, is it? Just to be spiteful. Right, but yeah, that's how it worked before. And so I'm just going to make sure that it does the same thing here again. But yeah, this tier 3. Unless it just doesn't like cobblestone. Let's try andesite, because I know it worked with this stuff before. Yeah, it doesn't work with cobble, it only works with stone. And for some reason, andesite classes as stone. So there it goes, working away. So because this is now going to run out, let's turn you on. If we just take a quick look at this one, so that's filling up faster than it can empty. That's brilliant. Right, so do the usual thing: hit your likes, hit your subscribes, comment down below. These episodes are getting longer, and we have to make sure I try and keep them cut down to a short time. But I keep getting carried away with what I'm doing. So yeah, hit like, hit subscribe, do usual things. I'll be back soon enough. Having tidied all this up, I'll do a little play with the integrated dynamics, so we'll see how that works, automating things, and do a couple of experiments, then we'll show it all working. We'll get a bit more magic done, and we'll, between episodes, I'll slowly start shifting the machines and everything over to the new base. But besides that, that's it. You guys take it steady. Alright, take it steady. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.